Hey friends, I am Lisa with Made to Create with Lisa, and I'm so glad that you're back tonight for episode 2 of season 7 of the Great North American Stampin' Show. We are super glad to have you back this season. I hope you enjoyed last week's projects. If you missed them, go ahead and go back. All of them are available on each of our channels on YouTube, and I think that we always come up with good things. So hopefully you enjoyed all of those and you're ready for tonight for some new projects. Now, if you've been listening, you've been hearing us say that we have a new retreat in a box available. We only have a couple more days left to register. And so I hope that you have grabbed your registration because it's such a good one. I'm going to give you some sneak peeks of what we have in store. Okay, so we are using the, what's it called? I think it's called, well, no, our retreat's called Simply Lovely. It's lovely. I think it's Lovely Arrangements. Anyway, it's one of our new scrapbooking workshop kits. And we don't do any scrapbooking in the retreat. We use the products in the kit to make some really, really great projects. Okay, so one of the projects is 8 different cards, okay? Literally no extra cardstock. There is so much in the kit that we can make actually more than 8 cards. Okay, so that is one of the items. The second item is a home decor project. Now you have to get your own frame, but this is a very, very cute project. I can't wait to put it in my own house. And then the final wow project, I forgot my ribbon on here, is this amazing box. Now, I don't know if you guessed last week what the box is doing, but let me show you. Prepare yourself. We take off the lid. Wow, it's called an explosion box, and it has lots and lots of layers in it, and you can use it as a gift. You can use it as kind of like a scrapbook. You can use it, and then you just put the lid back on. So it's amazing. I can't even tell you how cool it is once you put it together. So you are going to want to be able to make those projects. So grab yourself your registration. Like I said, a few days left. You'll get the kit, you'll get ribbon, gems, and a little gift for attending, and a full PDF tutorial. And Lauren actually made a full 3-hour video step-by-step to help you actually go through. If it's better for you to like follow along with a video, 3 hours, people. I can't even believe how how much work that was. So yay to Lauren. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay. So tonight we are using, after making all this stuff, there is still leftovers in the kit. So we're going to use those products tonight. That was our challenge, to use whatever was left over to make a project. So let me show you what I have for you tonight. Okay, how's this for a big fat mess? Okay, this is what we had left after making all of those awesome projects. We had a few stickers left and then tons of scraps of paper, and we kept them all because literally there's so much that you can do with it. It's just an amazing kit. So I'm going to show you what I came up with for our project tonight. The add-on available for the kit is the Lovely Arrangements stamp set and dies. And so this is something that you could add on to the kit. We recommend the stamp set for the different sentiments, but of course you can use something you already have if you already have that. I mean, if you don't want to get the stamps. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I did use this die here for our project tonight. So what I did is I kind of went through everything I had, and so one thing I was going to do is just use like all of these pieces here to make more cards and just make a whole card stack. But then I thought, well, but you guys kind of already are going to have the cards. So I needed to be more creative and come up with something else. So I kind of went through what we had left, picked out the bigger pieces of cardstock and designer series paper, and came up with my project. So let me move this all aside here so I have somewhere to work. Okay. So I have a project that you're going to need to go to my website after this is over if you want the measurements, because I didn't memorize them all. But I took one of the pieces and I cut it down to this size, which I don't remember what the size is. So I will have the link in the description, and you can go to my website for this, these measurements. But we are going to make a cute little desk calendar. I have this already scored according to the directions, and so I'm just trying to feel where I have my score marks at. So what we are going to do is we are making the little stand for the desk calendar. Okay. And so what this is here is I just created the little stand. Okay. So that's how we do that. So let me put this together here. I'm going to use tear and tape adhesive, which I love for 3D projects, because it's nice and strong. And then I am going to, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how it's the easiest to make sure that this lines up. I think I'm going to do it this way. Oops, sorry. I'm just going to hold this down like this, make sure it's lined up, and then fold this over a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then we have the stand. Okay, so this is the stand for the calendar. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to dress this up. So this was another piece that was left. See, this was the back of one of those pieces that I could have used to make a card. So I'm using the stripes, and we will layer this onto the background here. We are making a little desk calendar. Did I say that out loud, or was that only in my head? All right. Okay. So now we have that layered up. This is going to be so cute. Okay. Now, I make these on my computer, just myself. And so I know that they are little calendars like that are available on the internet, but you can also just make them yourself. So I would definitely encourage you to make some. Okay, so I just staple it at the top so that you can tear them off like that. Okay. And then, remember I told you I die cut this out of one of the scraps of the Secret Sea. And what I thought I would do here is, obviously it's a little bit too big, and I just thought I would center it on. So I am going to just cut off the end there, and we'll see how good it looks. I didn't practice this in advance or anything, so we'll see how good this looks to just cut off these circles. Hopefully it will be fine. All right. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll just trim that. And that's going to be cute. I thought that this die was really cool. I can definitely see some really neat layering possibilities with that. Okay. Let me get these scraps out of the way. Okay. So I thought that we would put that there for a cute little layering piece. Let me get out my liquid glue, and we'll just layer that on. Okay. So cute. I love little desk calendars like this. They're so adorable to sit out. Okay, now let me show you what I cut up here. I did it in advance so that you wouldn't have to sit here. Uh-oh, now I have to dig through this whole pile. Hold on here. I'm digging, well, I don't know where I put it exactly. So let me just show you. So this was a scene that had some of the white flowers in it. And so I just cut those out, okay? And then on one of these circles, there were a couple circles like this left. One of them had these on it. And so I just hand cut those out too. So when I do calendars like this, I like to hide that staple. And so I adhere something up here like this. And I do it with dimensionals up there on the top. So let me trim myself a few dimensionals. And in order to be fat enough, you have to put a double layer. Otherwise, it won't stick. It won't reach whatever it is you're sticking up there. So let me layer up a few dimensionals here. And we can stick that on there. And see, now suddenly that is hidden, the staples. But you can still, it's not glued to the calendar, so you can still rip off the calendar pages all year. Okay, and then, since I'm doing a calendar, I was kind of trying to think of, like days, like themes. And I looked at all the stickers that I had left, and hello, cherish every day, absolutely perfect. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to make kind of a scene here. I love using ends of DSP like that and just like nestling it together. You would never know that the whole end is chopped off. So we will put that in there. I was going to use these leaves here, but when I just showed you this massive pile of stuff, I saw a leaf floating around. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just use that. I wish I knew if I had another one, but this pile is such a mess that I didn't even know I had that one. So, oh, hey, I just found it. So these must be the ones that are left, and see, we can like layer it up like that, and see, you'll never know that the bottom of that flower is gone, because we're also going to put on our sticker. So let's figure out how we want to do this. I'm going to peel the sticker off. And we use these stickers on all over on the projects. Sorry, I'm looking for my dimensionals. They're over here. So what I like to do is just kind of take some of the stick off. I'm also just sticking it to my jeans really quick. Okay. Then we can stick some dimensionals on the back. And that way, you can use that as a, just as an ephemera piece instead of as a sticker, because I definitely want it to have dimension. So I'm going to put this on there like that. Okay. And then let's figure out how to glue those together. I'm going to put the glue on this piece, and we'll figure out how to kind of nestle that so you would never know. Okay, and then let's see how we'll do this. See, look how tricky we are. Let us, yes, that's going to be perfect. So let me put some glue on the back of here like this, and we'll tuck this up here like this. Okay, this is adorable. And then I like that one up there like that. So let's go ahead, put some glue on there. Let's see what that's gonna look like up there. Isn't this darling? If I do say so myself. Okay, looking for my dimensionals again here. I am going to just, I'm going to use them to kind of help everything stick together, as well as just for dimensionals. It'll help pull those leaves on there since I'm not really giving them time to dry. Okay. So we will put this on there like that. Oh my goodness, love it. Okay, and then I pulled out the ribbon that goes with this because I was trying to figure out if I wanted a bow. I feel like it's too much. I feel like this is really classy the way it is, so I'm not going to use the bow. And I also got out the Moody Palette Glossy Dots that we used with the retreat. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to do this retreat. You got to register. I was thinking that I would do the olive to kind of pick up the olive accents. I wish I had some pink, but I don't. So where should we put these dots? Sorry, I have to think here for a minute. I think I'm going to use the small ones. And let's see, maybe there. Sitting here thinking, I think I'll do that. Okay. And I think that that is it. So there is the project that I have for you tonight using the leftovers from our kit, which I am in love with, and I know you are going to want to take this retreat with us. Let me bring it up really close for you here. Okay. Okay, here it is. I hope you loved it. I think it's adorable. And you just sit it on your desk and enjoy it every day. Whoops. I love it. So this kit is fabulous. I want you to register. You can go to madetocreatewithlisa.com to register. I have the link in the description. I'd love to have you. You have until the 19th to sign up. We also will have the tutorial available too. If it's beyond that date, you can grab the tutorial after the kits are over. Okay. So be sure to go to the other ladies' videos and see what they have come up with using the leftover kit stuff. Lauren, Julie, and Jody. All the links to their videos are in the description. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again next week.